Okay, Martin, we're ready for the low stage of the burners.
Okay, Justin, here we go.
Instant. It's an instant. The heat through the glass.
Yep. My heart rate's definitely up.
The scenario Justin is simulating now is stage 1 of a burnover, when flames are approaching the truck.
So we're seeing quite a filtered amount of heat coming through. So that's getting about half a kilowatt.
Okay.
And we've got about 2.5 outside.
Right.
So this is sort of already significantly hotter than a hot sunny day.
Yeah.
But tolerable.
Tolerable, yeah. I mean, it is like standing on bonfire night. It's like standing, you know, kind of close enough, but thinking, once I've got my baked potato, I might take a step back.
That's right. Feel like going up a notch?
Yeah, go on then.
Okay, so bring it up to the next level, Martin.
Okay.
Okay, that's now
the heat's
feeling
building, yep.
really. I'm kind of, I can feel myself kind of just leaning away from the window. Definitely, even just a few centimeters makes a difference.
We can already smell a little bit of
and
breakdown.
actually it's starting to smoke.
So
What is smoking?
Slightly cloudy inside the truck. So I'd say the plastic elements on outside the truck are starting to be a bit
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah. Do you want to briefly go up a notch just before the truck gets a little bit too hot and burnt?
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
Go up one more notch. Just briefly, Martin.
Okay.
Okay, so we're now at. Oh wow.
So-
okay. So the outside radiant heat is 5.5 now.
Yeah.
Inside.
So you'd now be feeling quite a lot of pain potentially on your skin.
You can't
We've
actually.
pretty much got two kilowatts on us now.
Okay. Yeah, you can't actually turn and look at looking at you. It's more comfortable.
We're pretty much at the threshold, and now the smoke's getting a bit high.
Smoke's quite high.
Okay, shut down. Because there's a fair bit of smoke coming in the cabin, I'd say we're better off climbing out.
Okay. Okay.
This kind of testing is vital for offering firefighters who use Cat 7s the best advice in the event of a burnover.
If we hadn't got out when we did, what would have happened?
We could feel a tingle in our mouths.
Yeah.
And it was like we were 10 to 20 seconds away from that being really irritating. At about 30 seconds, our eyes would have been really sore and, you know, we'd be feeling quite headachy, say, for a few hours after that exposure if we didn't get out exactly when we did.
Although the smoke in the cab was unpleasant, in a real fire at the same point, the radiant heat outside would actually be far more deadly. In a fire scenario like this one, firefighters are trained to stay in the cab, close all windows and vents, get low and cover themselves with a woolen blanket.
Okay, we're ready. We can bring on the pre-radiation burners on level 1.
But the other aim of the research is to improve the design of these trucks so they can keep their crews safe, even when conditions get more extreme. To demonstrate how this is done, the Cat 7 will now be subjected to the second stage of the burnover, when the truck is engulfed in flames. Rural Fire Service Chief Engineer Andrew Candell works closely with Justin.
We wouldn't expect anyone to survive what we're about to witness. So what we want to see from here is all the weak points. Again, any infallibilities within the cab, on the vehicle.
Next level.
We're just upping the level.
The wheels are igniting. Okay, so main burner's on now.
What? Oh my goodness.
So this is the main flame front's now going to engulf this side of the vehicle. So we've just moved to the offside burner, so the fire front's actually burning over the truck now.
This is now replicating a fire, doing the literal burnover, crossing over the truck.
So it's as if you're on a track with fuel and trees build up on both sides, so the fire front actually moves fully over the top of the truck.
Plain to see the impact side, which came from that side.
Sorry.
That'll be a tyre.
That's tyre number
That's a
one.
tyre.
Okay, we'll get suppression ready.
Tests like these identify where the key safety advances need to be made.
Oh, I'm not sure you're going to be able to use this one again, Andrew. Oh. Wow, it's like a horror film, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? What chills me the most is that volunteer firefighters are in these vehicles, and we want to make sure that they never get into this situation.
What were the obvious things that you said, OK, there is serious room for improvement in this particular scenario?
Yep, it's the windows. As you saw, the windows are all gone.
Yep.
That allows too much flame, etc., to enter. The doors, where the flame impacts on the door, melts everything inside, starts to put a lot of smoke inside the cab so you can't breathe.
Yeah.
The other thing is all of the rubbers and any fuel under the cab.
So tyres, that kind of thing.
Plastics, anything that will cause flame to propagate is a fuel which will then impact inside the cab.